So you are thinking of moving to Capitola, California, and you are wondering what are the pros and cons of living here. Well, congratulations, you're on the right video. Today we're going to be breaking down all the good and the bad of living in this fantastic California beach town. So as you can see, I'm enjoying a wonderful stroll on Capitola Beach. It is mid-afternoon, it is a nice hot day, about 80 degrees. The beach is absolutely packed, it's the summer holidays. The kids are out of school, everyone is hitting down to the waves to soak up the sun. Capitola is located right at the top of the Monterey Bay next to Santa Cruz, and you will not be surprised to learn it draws millions of tourists every year. But what are the pros and cons of living here? Let's get after it now. So here we go. Pro number one, Gail's Bakery. So Gail's Bakery is an absolute institution here in Capitola. All the locals love it, and I always try and meet buyers here for a coffee first time before we go and show houses. The range of fresh food here is incredible. You can get freshly baked bread, eat at home meals to go, cakes, pastries. I even actually bought my wedding cake here 12 years ago, and to this day, it remains the best cake I've ever had in my life. I'm shooting this on a Tuesday lunchtime. Honestly, this is probably the least busy I've ever seen it. It's always packed out the doors. They have to get a ticketing system to serve customers. Everyone loves it here. Also, while we're here talking about food, I want to give a shout out to the Shadowbrook restaurant in Capitola. This is built into several levels of a cliff with a cable car leading down to the dining rooms next to the Soquel Creek. This place has been serving up world-class food since it opened in 1947. Also got a really great happy hour menu with wines and cocktails. Now, I'm not trying to be a food channel here or anything, but every time I see a video of someone talking about food and showcasing it, I always feel it isn't quite complete without someone taking a bite or something. So I got myself a fresh cream Danish. Here we go. Absolutely beautiful. This is the perfect place to get a spot of lunch before you head down to the beach. Con number one, high cost of housing. So like much of coastal California, the cost of living in Capitola is significantly higher than the national average, particularly in terms of housing prices. Your typical 3-bed, 2-bath, single-family home is going to set you back around $1.5 million, although there are cheaper options the further back you go from the beach. And if your budget doesn't quite stretch past the $1 million mark, there are still a few more affordable options. I showed a 2-bed, 1-bath, 800-square-foot townhome in good condition to some buyers just last week, and since then the unit has had a price reduction to $650,000. This particular unit is located just a 10-minute walk from the beach. But if you're really looking to splash the cash, the most expensive listing today in Capitola is this huge, beautiful beachfront estate at 723 El Salto Drive. This is 9 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, 4,838 square foot with a 500 square foot guest unit attached as well. This property is a rare find right next to Capitola Beach, so if you have the budget for it, please give me a call. Oh, and before I forget, my name is Andy Woolfoot. They call me the British Agent, Realtor here in Santa Cruz and Monterey County. So if you are thinking of making the move anywhere out here on the Central Coast, I'd be delighted to help you have a smooth relocation. Please feel free to give me a call. All my detail is in the description below. Capitola boasts a stunning natural setting with a crescent-shaped beach, towering cliffs, and the iconic Capitola Venetian-style buildings lining the beachfront that you can see behind me. As you can see, these condos are all painted in vibrant pastel color, and they sit basically on the sand right here on Capitola Beach. These are all privately owned homes, but some of them are available for rent from time to time. On top of that, the town offers easy access to outdoor recreation. You've got swimming, surfing, kayaking, and hiking all in the nearby hills. Just stop for a quick breather at the end of the rocks here. By the way, if you're wondering, Andy, are you feeling like a bit of a dickhead walking through a crowded beach in the middle of summer wearing a work shirt, jeans, and DKNYs? The answer is yes, I am. Very much so. Con number two, vulnerability to natural disasters. As a coastal town, Capitola is susceptible to natural disasters like earthquakes, tsunamis, and coastal storms. Just last year, a violent storm took out Capitola's long-standing beach pier, footage of which went viral online. Also in August 2020, the CZU lightning complex fires were a series of blazes in San Mateo and Santa Cruz counties, started by a series of lightning strikes after a particularly dry summer. In total, over 1,500 homes were lost in the two counties, including plenty in the Santa Cruz Mountains outside of Felton. Now, homes in Capitola weren't directly affected, but the scale of such a disaster obviously affected power, logistical supplies, and of course, smoke from the fires lingered around the Central Coast for a few days during and after the fires were put out. In 1989, the Santa Cruz earthquake affected the local area. It didn't level buildings and destroy the town, but it did affect some properties, and as you're wandering around Capitola, if you look at some of the chimneys, you might notice a few cracks in the brickwork for homes that were affected at the time. So I'm not trying to give these as reasons not to move to the area. I'm just saying if you are planning on move here, do some research into your home insurance costs. Pro number 3, charming village atmosphere. So the heart of Capitola is a lively, pedestrian-friendly village. It's filled with boutique shops, art galleries, we've got loads of cafes, restaurants right on the beach, perfect spot to grab a beer and some fish and chips, of course. So the town has a unique laid-back vibe that attracts both residents and visitors down to the beach and to the village. It's got a strong focus on local independent businesses, which adds to that strong sense of community. So strolling through the village, you'll come across colourful historical buildings, plazas, and of course the famous Capitola Wharf, which was partially destroyed in the storm last year, but having just walked by it, I can tell you it looks like they are making plans to rebuild it, although it's closed to the public for now. Con number 3, limited job market. So while Capitola's location provides access to larger job markets in nearby cities like Santa Cruz and San Jose, the local economy is primarily driven by tourism and service industries. So if you're seeking highly specialized or high-paying careers with big corporations, you'll probably have a daily commute on your hands. Now, Highway 17 is a beautiful drive through the Santa Cruz Mountains, although it is a bit of a slog to navigate 5 times a week. That will spit you out half an hour later in Los Gatos, where you can then travel to wherever you need to go in San Jose. Also, it's about an hour's drive to San Jose Airport from Capitola, depending on traffic. Pro number 4, mild Mediterranean climate. Capitola enjoys a pretty moderate climate around here. We've got nice, warm, dry summers and mild, slightly wet winters. Temperatures are going to vary from around 60 to 80 degrees on any given day, so this makes it an ideal for the location for those of you who enjoy an active outdoor lifestyle year-round. The town's coastal location also means lower temperatures, less extreme weather compared to inland areas, except of course for those ocean storms. Con number 4, seasonal crowds and traffic. So I finally managed to find a parking space, and it's about a 10-minute walk from there down to the beach. As you can see, the traffic is piling up behind me as people are heading down to the Capitola village to enjoy this beautiful sunshine on this Tuesday in June. So obviously it's a very popular California beach town. It's going to get crowded and congested, heavy traffic and long waits to find somewhere to park. Also means you're going to have long waits at all the popular attractions, all the restaurants, and this can be a significant inconvenience for residents, particularly those that are commuting or trying to navigate their way in and out of the town around rush hour. So this stunning scene setter just caught my attention. We're on Soquel Creek, just past the old railway bridge, and these creek front homes at the back just caught my eye. Look how absolutely gorgeous they are. I think I'd give anything to live in one of those. You can just hop in your kayak or the paddle boat, go under the bridge, which I'm standing on, and you are right on the beach. There's no connection, so you're not going to get washed out to sea, but what a beautiful little sort of pond-like effect to come out on the other side there. Really cool. Pro number 5, family-friendly community. Capitola is recognized for its excellent public schools, abundance of parks and recreational facilities, as long as family-oriented events and activities. The town hosts numerous community events over the years, such as the annual Sea Glass Festival and of course the 4th of July celebrations. I've seen them before down on the beach here. It's definitely worth getting yourself out if you are here for 4th of July weekend, like I imagine most of these people are. So if you're looking for a good family-friendly coastal community with relatively low crime in a close-knit coastal setting, then Capitola could just be for you. So ultimately, the decision to move to Capitola will depend on your individual priorities, lifestyle preferences, and of course the ability to navigate the trade-offs inherent in coastal living. All right, brilliant. So that was the top 5 pros and cons of living in Capitola. Remember, if you are thinking of moving out here and starting a new life on the Central Coast, either in Santa Cruz counties or Monterey County, my name is Andy Woolfoot. They call me the British agent, realtor here in Monterey County. I get calls, texts, and emails all the time from people looking to make a move out here. So please feel to give me a call. All my information is in the description below. That's it for today. I'm going home for a cup of tea. See you on the next video.